Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're checking out the AimPad 1.5mm by A5 Gaming, which is a glass mousepad marketed as a control surface. It comes in 4 colors: black, white, red, and a light purple. My unit, as you can see, is the white one. Now, before we actually start, I would like to point out that although this unit was sent to me by A5 for review, everything you'll hear in this video is exclusively my own thoughts and opinions. Now let's dive into the experience and see if this could be the right pick for your setup. Inside the box, I got the pad itself, of course, and a set of skates, which are the ones you can see down here. Everything arrived without damage, so I have no complaints there. The AimPad 1.5 is 2.5mm thick in total, which is made up of a 1.5mm glass surface and a 1mm silicone base. The edges are not exactly rounded, they're definitely sharper than other releases like the UV we saw in my previous video. The surface is textured, so it's not like buttery smooth like most glass pads, but instead it's very focused on control and precision. And this slightly rough feeling of the surface can be grasped immediately by just touching it with your hands. I think it's usable both with or without an arm sleeve, but as usual I will go ahead and say that it's always better to use one if you live in a hot, humid environment or if you tend to sweat a lot. For me, during colder seasons, most glass pads are easily usable without a sleeve like I'm doing right now. The pad keeps things clean, there's no wild, insane design, just the logo up here. I flipped the pad just so you can see it. And there's a note about the surface type. My white variant looks insanely clean, and I feel like it would really pop on like a darker setup, like a dark desk, like a black desk or something like that. I think it would be insane. As I mentioned before, this pad definitely leans towards control and offers smooth micro adjustments thanks to the usual glass surface. We all know that micro adjustments on glass are always gonna be easier, of course. You also get reliable stopping power, especially useful in tag FPS like CS2 or Valorant, which is my main game. And of course, a much slower dynamic glide compared to just pure speed glass pads. Now, I was told by the owners that the skates I got are still in development, and they seem to perform quite well on the surface actually. They are definitely control leaning, but still retain a very good glide on the pad, and I really like it. I think it's very suitable for tag FPS, as we said before. It really transforms the whole glass experience into something definitely more controlled than usual. Clearest comparison I can provide for this pad is the Tenta X Cataclysm. The Cataclysm is surprisingly similar to the AimPad. They share the same base, and they share, I wouldn't say the same, but like similar texture, but the AimPad feels a little smoother while still slower, so I think it's a plus. I think it definitely comes down to personal preference here, but due to it being thinner, I prefer the AimPad in this case. Now, the AimPad 1.5 by A5 Gaming definitely nailed it. It's a controlled, textured glass pad with clean aesthetics. It's not trying to compete with buttery smooth pads, of course, but instead gives tag FPS players a good, reliable surface for flicks and micro corrections. I would love to see slightly more curved edges and a different base, since I've had some separation issues with this kind of silicone before. But overall, this is a pad I really liked and that I would gladly use for my daily Valorant gaming. If you have any questions or if you want to know more, just drop a comment below and I'll try to get back to you. If you found the review helpful, a like and a subscription would mean a lot. I've got much more content like this coming soon. Thank you all guys for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.